Greetings from Los Angeles, California. I'm Dr. Alex Parsinia. I received some really good question from one of our students, which I want to thank him. His name is Hip Train, and he sent me some really good question. And what I like to do is to respond to these questions. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. Okay, Hip's first question. All in all, what should I learn from this course? To analyze leadership in different aspects or to learn leadership skills. I think it's more about theories and concept as the title goes. Well, of course, my response to all the people in our class, but leadership is a very old subject. It really goes back to human civilization. It goes back when our ancestors were getting together in caves and they were trying to survive. And while they were trying to organize, so that they realized that they can do a lot better when they organize among themselves, then the issue of leadership comes up, because who's going to run that organization? So when people interact in a group setting, you always going to have this issue of leadership. You have it in government, you have it in military, you have it in companies, you have it in families, you have it in personal relationship, you have it in between husband and wife. There's this issue of leadership is very old, it's very complex, and it's something that some people are very good at it and some people are not good at it. So to answer your question, this is, although we're looking at theories on concepts in order to learn about the topic, we of course we're analyzing leadership in different aspects, and also what I hope you get out of this course is to enhance your leadership skills personally, as well as of course be able to identify with the leadership style of your boss, your father, your uncle, your government, your president, what kind of a leader they are. So it's both. To answer the question, one is both. Now let's go back to his question number 2. Is becoming a leader a glory, a Mount Everest, a final destination to reach in everyone's career path? No, not really. The people see there's a difference between power and leadership, although there is also a relationship between the two. Some people are born to be leaders. There is that issue too. It's inherent in them. They're leaders. But at the same time, you can learn and the leadership skills and become a good leader. So it's not to becoming a leader. It's not a final destination for everybody. For some people it is, but for a lot of us it's not. The second part of the question: we learn about leadership to turn ourselves into leaders, or to improve our leadership skills, or to better understand our leaders. Of course, all of the above. You learn about leadership to turn yourself, to become a better leader, because all of us also manage subordinates. We have people around us that we manage. So we're all, at the same time, we're leaders as well as we're subordinates. We're leaders for some group and we're subordinates in other settings. So we do that. You want to become a better leader, you want to improve your leadership skills, and of course also understand the leaders and see the leadership style of other people. Question number 3. Different characteristics of leadership in different settings: companies, government, army and police, communities, societies. We learn about leadership in corporate environment. Of course, it's not just related to corporate environment. Leadership, as I said, is a very old subject. So it deals with sports. You look at football teams, you look at basketball teams. You're always going to have some leaders that are basically beside the coach. Of course, the coaches are leaders, but also among the players you have leaders. Leaders, it's always emerges within group activities and settings. Next question. We learn about effective leadership mostly through how convincing, how appealing the leader should be. But in life, we always have enemies, objectors, competitors who want to go against us. How to deal with objections, destruction, undermining, such counter forces in leader's path. Of course, it's a challenging path. If you would, to become a leader is very challenging. It's not easy. So you have to be ready to become a leader. You have to be. We talked about the task theories of leadership. You know, you have to be effective communicator. You have to be charismatic. You have to have the intelligence. You have to have the knowledge. I mean, communication is so critical, and personality and people skills to become a leader. You just don't become a leader because you want to become a leader. You got to understand the requirements and then learn those requirements and then improve your skills to become a more effective leader. Next question, can I become a leader? How to audit my qualification of leadership? What is the path to become a leader in different contexts? Becoming an entrepreneur, climbing the promotion ladder in my existing organization. What is better, being nobody or being a leader? It's always better to be a leader rather than being nobody. And to not be a leader, it doesn't mean you're nobody. Okay? It sometimes, you know, people, when you're dealing with teamwork, you also have to have the ability to work as part of the team. You don't want to always have the friction, oh, I've got to be a leader, I've got to be a leader, and as a result be very destructive. There's also a dark side of leadership that we talked about last time. So leadership in itself is a required qualities, but in effect it's not the final outcome. So the model, the three forces model that we talked about, is very effective in terms of answering these questions, which are forces in the leader, forces in subordinates, and forces in the situation. You analyze those three forces and then modify your leadership style, which would give you the best result. Thank you very much and good luck.